Edumeje to pay demolition cost. Soludo. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Anambra State Governor, Prof. Chukwuma Soludo, has said that Pastor Chukwuemeka Ohaneme, popularly known as Edumeje, whose part of his church building was demolished on Thursday, will pay for the cost of demolition. Soludo, who spoke late Friday in Awka, said several notices were sent to all the landlords whose buildings were marked for demolition for them to remove such structures. He also added that 2 parishes of the Catholic Church were still waiting to be demolished. He said, "It is costing us money. They had several notices to remove such structures, but they refused." The demolition started on Thursday, and so far so good. Demolition went well, except for Pastor Edumeje, who, according to reports, drove in a brazen manner and attempted to take over the equipment. Of course, state work must go on, and security had to stop him. This was the man who was at the several meetings we had and also spoke. In fact, this is costing us money, and the structure should be removed before now, but they chose to test the resolve of the government. Once we are done with this exercise, we will compile the bills and send to the persons involved, and they must pay. The governor also confirmed that 2 Catholic parishes were also involved with St. Dominic Catholic Church and Our Lady Queen Catholic Church. He said that the parish priest of Our Lady Queen Parish was around when the demolition team visited and even cooperated and also granted an interview. He regretted that Pastor Edumeje took laws into his hands and attempted to stop the exercise. Okay. If you do not know, it has been in the news, I think, since almost 48 hours, or is it up to 72 hours ago, that Edumeje's part of his building, first of all, it was like his church was pulled down, but before you know it, the news started getting around that it was actually just a part of the building that was built down, that was taken down. And of course, we have been hearing the news, that they have actually been on this for some months now. And I'm saying if they have been on this, no matter, this matter no sweet for ear. Even if you don't talk, say, this, you don't deal on this matter for a very long time, the person will get will feel very bad about it, which is why I'm saying his reaction should not be, his reaction that very day, it could be on, person will build something, it's not easy. And again, but me, on the flip side, I'm like, this man he is there when all the things happened from the beginning, according to him, he has been there from the beginning of the interview, and that day. That means he should have brazen up. But I want to ask, be the new vessel, before I continue. Are they not supposed to be kind of compensated? I thought maybe in other countries, it cannot even happen in other countries, self. I don't think it can. I don't think I've heard of this happening. I don't think it can happen. But why would people sell land to people? What advice now are we going to be given to people? So we should tell them that, apart from you checking if their land have C of O, apart from you checking if the land, is okay, you're buying from the rightful person, you should also be aware if the thing enter government map, maybe if government will come tomorrow now, say your house there for where hospital supposed to, or your house there for where the way passed. Everything has been drafted out. So I think, buying land is more than having money to buy you. You have to do your own research. You have to do your own work. Now, we say they talk here be that, because no matter if you don't build mansion there when they don't find out say there for their space. There's nothing they can do about it. And sincerely, in Nigeria here, these things they don't compensate people for it. They do not compensate people for it. People, you are hearing what Soludo is saying now, that people will actually pay. They will pay for the cost for demolition. Okay, I trust Edumeje now. By the time he releases his remaining powers apart from Indaboski Bahoze, all man will run. Pastor Edumeje listed some of his unused powers, spiritual powers recently. Maybe he will pay with one of his powers. But Prof. Soludo will literally turn Anambra State upside down for good. I stand with Soludo. Hey, I pity that governor. He has used his hands to carry what will kill him. God, please have mercy. Edumeje has only been operating on Indaboski Bahoze. He is not going to unveil Kataku. This is not funny. This is not funny at all. Yes, let there be senator in the town. Fashola did it in Lagos. We cried and abused him. But today, we were all enjoying the benefits of that action. If you know Onitsha very well, you will commend the governor for taking such a bold step. Okay. Anambra media manager did a poor job in this subject. Now we know he was served notices, but he was very recalcitrant. However, his rough handling was very regrettable, but he has to pay for the cost of demolition. Our Bible teaches us to be law-abiding and respect authorities. We are very correct in this aspect. He did not mention anyone's name. He said that all the people that the buildings were demolished must pay for the cost. Remember, they did not remove it by themselves. Remember, the government notified them earlier, but they did not adhere to that. So people are coming out to saying, oh God, and tell you, they don't just wake up one day. Because, of course, it's going to be heard of that somebody wake up one day, just go to your house and start demolishing it. No. It should not be done that manner. Which architect planned the building itself? I bet they just built, because the architect should have known that one day that security house will be demolished because of the drainage. So let us stop acting as if the people came without reason. Exactly my point too as well. This Soludo started making mistake from the one. His arrogance and negligence is becoming too much. Democracy is all about people for the people, and the people should watch his steps. He's becoming a dictator. How is he becoming a dictator? How is he becoming a dictator? Soludo is doing everything he's doing based on, to make the state of Anambra and the people of Anambra, to make their lives better. And you people, anyway, I expect more than this if at the end of the day P2B becomes the president, because a lot of things will be happening, even when it is for the good. Some people will come out and they will castigate and they're not going to agree. It is later. Just like one person commented now that in Lagos State, they did it in Lagos State there. When they were doing it, people were wailing, people were screaming, people were crying. A lot of people, that time, I heard that story, lies at all, pure. People really lost a lot. But at the end of the day, I think it not turned out to be, good enough. Plus, people are now applauding, Babatunde Rajafashola for what he done. So, people should brace up Anambarians. I hope, and I can tell this is for your good. You want Anambra State to be like Dubai, but forget that Dubai was planned. Why can't you adhere to the plan that the government established a long time ago? Anambra Department of Urban Planning also had a plan of a city. Don't just build to obstruct this plan. Exactly. They can easily allocate the land for Ruga due to billions without, but have their effrontery and impunity to carry out an act of inhumanity to man. When people negate and denigrate the citizen's office, the question is, how can the citizens ever trust in the principle of a public office, which is to serve and not to be served? A few weeks or days ago, similar acts of inhumanity to man was alleged to have been done by him. Soldiers who were meant to be Sambisa kill his own people, just like airstrike of the Supreme Court governor probably made in Abuja. Well, we don't understand what you're talking about, Sha. Okay, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.